Hey, I've been getting so many questions about the keto experiment that I'm doing that I thought I will shoot a quick video. And in fact, I will probably do several videos because I can't fit all the information into one. So I thought I'd start today by telling you why exactly I even started the keto experiment. And if you're thinking, oh, keto is a trend diet, it's something that you're seeing more and more of recently, it's true. It's just entered kind of the conventional circles recently. However, the keto diet has been used for decades, actually, as a medical tool. As early as the 1920s, we have evidence of it being used to help with really severe cases of epilepsy. And to this day, it's still being used for that purpose, especially good for children. But we are now, because of all of our advances and tools, we're now also seeing the many other health benefits of the keto diet. I myself have probably been dabbling in it with patients maybe for the last 2 years, but because I hadn't actually done it myself, like I never put myself into ketosis, I just felt that I wasn't giving 100% to my patients. So for those of you who don't know, I am a naturopathic doctor. So often I was seeing patients were coming to me already on a ketogenic diet. So this was often my patients with fertility issues and polycystic ovarian syndrome specifically, and then a few that were trying it more for weight loss. And I was able just to give them some resources, give them some kind of set menu plans that I found online myself. But I wanted to make sure that they were doing it in a safe way, doing it in a way that was satisfying and that was also really suitable to their lifestyle. So I started an experiment, and because I already have an online group of women, it's the Mom on the Glow 14-day body and lifestyle transformation program that I've been running, which is already a low carb, moderate protein, moderate fat diet. Which I've been practicing. I wanted to create something that I could give as sort of a level 2 for these women. And I wanted to try it on myself, of course. And to develop a menu plan, you have to be able to eat this way and just kind of feel it out and see what it's like in your lifestyle. So I started to just put together some meals, and I really hadn't planned on doing a full, keto diet per se. I thought, well, maybe I'll try this meal, and then maybe tomorrow I'll try a different meal. But as I started doing it, I just sort of challenged myself to say, okay, well, I'll do one more meal like this, and then I'll do my snack like this. And then next thing I knew, I was, several days in, and really, it wasn't bad at all. Like I didn't experience, the keto flu, which people hear about, or that big withdrawal of carbohydrates. Now, I already was practicing, 80% of a lower carbohydrate diet, like I mentioned, but I definitely experienced some bad habits over the winter. I was definitely getting into my ritual of nightly ice cream. I was having, pizza nights with the kids far too often. Like my 40-year-old body can't handle that anymore. And anyways, I wasn't feeling so great about myself. I was also really stress eating the last several months. I had a really sick friend, and just that experience, I think, was creating a lot of stress in my life, and I think I was resorting to a lot of these comfort foods. So anyway, I thought, why not use this as an experiment, but also to help myself feel better. The other thing I want to tell you, I don't want to forget this, the other area of interest for me with the ketogenic diet is how it pertains to brain health for a few different reasons. I think brain health is one of these up-and-coming issues that we all need to look at. We're seeing more and more of it, whether it is dementia, Alzheimer's, Parkinson's disease, normal aging that's also causing cognitive decline, and also brain cancers. Unfortunately, we're seeing a lot of that as well. And about a year ago, I watched my grandmother slowly deteriorate from a very specific form of dementia, which can be partially hereditary or genetic. And it really got me thinking, and it made me worry about my own future a little bit. And I thought, well, why not try this diet that is going to benefit a lot of my patients, but also for myself. If this is something I can incorporate on some level into my life, and maybe lead to some brain health and prevention of some neurodegeneration, then this can only be a good thing. So that was sort of my motivation behind it. So I am at the age now where I'm thinking about prevention a lot more. And of course, there's these other, health benefits of the ketogenic diet, which many people get to experience. It's being used a lot for fertility issues, PCOS, reestablishing the brain signals to your ovaries as well. Mood disorders, so including anxiety and different forms of depression, and even there's some research on bipolar diseases. What else? I mentioned epilepsy, definitely weight loss, just all kinds of hormone balancing protocols as well can include the keto diet, and people seem to have a really stable energy on it. So I'm going to shoot a whole nother video and tell you what I experienced and some of the interesting things, because it's not something that most people can just jump into. There's some things to be aware of, some ways to make it easier on yourself. So I'm going to be sharing all of those tips and tricks with you as I go along. And yes, eventually there will be a written guide as well for people. And I'm hoping that my Mom on the Glow group gets to participate or choose to participate on this type of program. Probably I will launch it in the fall with some of my favorite tips and tricks and recipes and so on. So anyways, today is day 11 for me. I'm still following the ketogenic diet, and stay tuned for my second video to tell you all about how I'm feeling.